Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 Wii Ware review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Lost Winds, Winter of the word that I can't particularly pronounce, Melodias or something like that. It's anyway, that's how I'm saying it, and I'm not saying it again. But if you've never played it before, it's a platformer. It's a sequel to the first Lost Winds. Just like my last Lost Winds review, I don't really want to spoil too much of it off, so I'll just simply be going on a basic file that I've set up here. I will, however, show off a couple of the secrets simply because they're there and people will only ask what they are, but it's things like character profiles and that, so just bog standard stuff. But anyway, actually on to playing the game. There's not much point in mentioning everything that's there from the first game because pretty much everything is there. At least I've spotted pretty much everything. You start with all the powers that you ended the last game with, and for the most part it is basically the same gameplay. You're going to be doing the same stuff like dragging fire from one stack of sticks to another to create a torch, obviously, to then use it. Unfortunately, it's got the same slight control glitch type things like that, where sometimes it just refuses to actually lift you up, but for the most part it is basically all the good stuff from the first game and then more, because it's just, well, basically platforming. You go around solving puzzles and stuff like that, and that's how you beat the game. Obviously, the gameplay completely changes between the ice and, well, like the frozen landscape and the non-frozen landscape. The frozen stuff here I'll show off now because obviously it's on, and then I'll show off some of the unfrozen. Frozen stuff though, you've got things like you'll have different enemies to the non-frozen. You've got the ability to create snowballs out of thin air, and you can use the snowballs to activate switches, or you can just smash like ice in and stuff like that. You can then obviously use the elemental enemies here, so for example the ice you can use it to put out fire, the fire enemies you can use them to burn down bridges and stuff like that. Well, not bridges, but the wooden walls and stuff. You can still get fruit, as you might be able to see, to heal you up, and you can still get those little blue fairy type things to fill up those bars there, so that if you get knocked out you can shake your Wiimote and stuff like that and give yourself more health. You can still kill the enemies pretty much by slamming them into walls, but obviously because they're elemental enemies now, you have to be clever about how you do them. For example, the ice enemies, you have to throw them first to then smash them. Obviously the save points and that are still there, so it's just pretty much, yeah, well, basically Lost Winds, only slightly different. So, not really much I've got left to say about the ice, to be fair, so I'm just going to shut up, let you listen to a bit of the music, which unfortunately I'm in a quiet zone now, but anyway, let you listen to a bit of the music, and then I'll go to some of the third landscape, really. So that was a bit of the music. It's as you can basically hear, it's very similar to the first game's music, slightly different, little bits and bobs different about it. But anyway, this is basically the thawed out world of Lost Winds. I don't, to be fair, know the name of the world, but this is what it's like when it's thawed out. So you don't really have to worry about cold or anything, but you do have to worry about drowning, which is what that meter is. And basically it's simply because all the ice and snow and everything's melted and all that, so it's obviously full of water. But as well as being full of water and now looking greener and happier and everything, it does change the gameplay. So there's new enemies, there's new foliage and stuff like that, so you can use plants and stuff more, and just basically it totally changes how the gameplay actually works. So it's like having two different games at once, which is pretty cool. And to be fair, it's one of the things I am liking about this game, because it's no secret I pretty much hated the first one, but I really like how they've done the second one. I thought I'd give it a chance because I had heard a lot of great things about the second one and a lot of things about how they'd improved it, and I really do think they have improved it, because I am actually really enjoying this. I think the puzzles are harder and more unique. I also think there's oops, didn't mean to do that. I also think there's a lot less wandering around to be done, and there's a lot more puzzles to do and a lot more gameplay to do, and there's also, to be fair, more gameplay to do because it's a longer adventure and there's more statues to collect and that. It's not that much longer than the first one, so there are still probably going to be some complaints, because I've even seen one person say, well, unless it's 10 hours long I'm not going to buy it. Well, that's being a little unrealistic personally about a WiiWare game. So it is a little longer, but not too much longer, and I just really like what they've done with it, because as I say, the gameplay is changing, so it means you've got more to do depending on what you're on, whether it's the thawed out or the ice mode. So it's just one of those things. If you like the first one, hopefully you'll like the second one, and even if you didn't like the first one like myself, then hopefully you'll like the second one, because as I say, they have greatly changed it. Graphically, it looks fantastic on the ice, and, well, we've all seen what it looks like when it's thawed out and everything, because it's pretty much the same as Lost Winds 1. Musically, as I've already let you hear, it's pretty much the same. But, yeah, that's pretty much everything there is to say about the game. So, if you liked it, go like the first one, go and get the second one. Simple as, really. So there we go then, that's been the review. I hope you've enjoyed it, or at least found it helpful. You might have noticed I didn't score the game. Well, that's because it's a matter of personal opinion, and yours may very well differ from my own. I'm just here to show you a bit about the game. If you like it or not, well, that's up to you. If you don't like it, or you do like it, feel free to comment. Also, if I haven't answered any of your questions that you may have had, I might have forgot something, or it might just be something obscure. Again, feel free to comment, ask, always willing to help out. Otherwise, if you don't like commenting on YouTube, head over to www.vc-forums.com, where you can chat with me and a bunch of other lads who love the VC, the WiiWare, and hell, even a lot of other systems. We cater to pretty much everything. You can just go there, have a chat about a game, ask about some games, etc. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.